All right, in today's action-packed episode, we're going to be taking the Lizard 536 with a 600 horsepower engine, and we're going to be going and delivering stuff. So we're going to start off down at the other sawmill. And as we go through, we'll pick up other stuff. And so let's enjoy our ride today. And once we're done, we're probably going to go on and start harvesting or cutting those trees down, limbing them, cutting them down. And I'll keep this over here, I guess, and we'll try to grab them. I would take the other one, but yeah. I don't know. We might grab one of the transfers and use the other auto load and see if it works. I don't know what happened to the big one. It's like the auto load on it broke. I don't know why. I haven't been able to get it to work again. So we will try. Now, as always, at this particular location, we have to cut him off, and we're going to go ahead and pick this one up. Now, if y'all have not seen, we were able to get the right to at least build a little pathway in here. Not the rights to the land, but at least we were given the go-ahead that we could put in a little road right here that just went up to these. All right. So on our journey today, I want to tell y'all a story. There once was a guy, and all he wanted was a family of his own. Growing up, he only wanted a family of his own. He wanted to be a good man. He wanted to be a good husband with some lucky lady, and he wanted to be a good dad someday. That's all he wanted in life, was to have a family of his own. Well, he met this girl, and he had quite a few girlfriends before her, but he met this girl, and by the time he met this one, he had been in several relationships. He was not happy with the whole idea of marriage anymore. And so he stayed with this girl for like 8 years. And at the end of their relationship, he told her, he said, look, he said, let's get married. He said, I want you around always. Let's just do it. She had been after him to get married for years. She even said that she was his wife, and she told everybody she was his wife. But when he asked her to actually marry him, well, he wouldn't do it. She wouldn't do it. She broke down crying. She'd been cheating on him for like 5 months. And like with, I'm not sure how many different guys it was, but it was multiple guys. And so he was, I mean, he was really devastated. And he loved her very much, and he wanted to be with her. They fought like cats and dogs all the time, but it was not because they were fighting about them. Uh, she would have these horrible attitudes. What the heck happened to her stuff over here? She had these horrible attitudes, and she would come home from work, and she would be mad about stuff that had happened at work, and she would take it out on him. And I mean, when I say take it out on him, I mean she would hit him, she would throw stuff at him. And so he still loved her though, and he's like, you know, he says, I don't want anybody else. I want, you know, this to be my last relationship. And I guess it upset her really bad. And so she told him about the cheating, and it absolutely devastated him. And so at that point, he was not happy, and he decided he was going to find him somebody that might actually be good to him. So he starts talking to this girl, and this is a while later. He had seen several other people, and over like 2 years, and just none of it worked out. He just couldn't get interested, and he started talking to this other girl finally about 2 or 3 years later, and it was like he instantly fell in love with her. And I never understood it. Nobody else ever understood it. But it was just like it was her, you know, it was just his person. And he loved her fiercely. He would have done anything in this world for her. And he put up with all kinds of bullshit, knowing it was bullshit, just to be with her and to try to make her happy. A lot went on, and he asked her to marry him, and she said yeah. There was some things about him that she didn't like. It was part of his religion, basically. She didn't like one aspect of it and demanded he change, and then demanded he change all this other stuff about him all of a sudden. And it flew all over him that she was asking for him to change and all. It really upset him, because he didn't ask her to change a thing. And so things started going downhill with them. But before things started going downhill, they wanted a family, and she had never been able to have children, and she didn't think she could. And so he had been with somebody, one of his earlier girlfriends. She had actually lost the baby, and so he had never had a child before that or after that. And it was really hard on him, because that's what he wanted, was a family. So when he was with this girl, he wanted to make a go of it, and he would have done anything to make it work and all. And so him and her decided they were going to get married, and they started trying to have a baby. Well, while they're trying to have a baby and all, he doesn't think it's going to happen. They tried and tried and tried. Well, all of a sudden, she just said, she says, "I feel weird." And he said, "What do you mean? Are you okay?" And she says, "Yeah." She says, "I feel pregnant." And he's like, "What?" And so they actually went and seen a doctor, and sure enough, she was pregnant. And so, the doctor's like, "Congratulations," and all. And he said that it just, when it happened, he felt like his heart just sank. He didn't know what to do. His heart just absolutely sank. And he said it was like he was just scared and happy, and he was ready to be a dad. And then, so as they went out, they started shopping and stuff for the baby, and they were making plans and all, and everything was wonderful. Is this, yeah, okay. Everything was absolutely wonderful. And so they went to the doctor, and he said that they heard the heartbeat, and after they heard the heartbeat, he was so excited, and he was just absolutely in love with his baby and with his child, and the mother of his child. And so everything was good for months, and then they went back to the doctor for a checkup, and there was no heartbeat. And he knew she didn't understand. The doctor said, we can't find it, and the doctor kept trying, and he understood, but she didn't understand. And he said he sat down and started crying, and the doctor come over there and just kind of patted him on the shoulder, and he said, "I'm sorry." And so that was devastating enough. But then after that happens, he done told his family about it, and they didn't say much. And so he didn't think anything about it. And so he goes home, and he calls his mama, and he was crying, and his mom was like, "What's wrong?" And so he said, "Well, we lost the baby." And so she didn't say much. She just said, "Sorry," something like that. I think is what he said. But then the rest of his family all starts telling him, "Oh, it's for the best. It's a good thing that happened, because you weren't in a place in your life where you could deal with that and all of this." And this boy had always wanted a family of his own, and he had always worked so hard at everything he done. And so, I mean, he had worked a lot in his life, at several different things, several different jobs, and he was he had worked in this one place and he got hurt, and the doctor told him that they considered him disabled, but they wouldn't let him, they wouldn't put him on like any kind of assistance or anything, because they said that it was not something that could be seen. So he told, he told his family what happened when they said they were happy that had happened, and it went all over him. It hurt him really bad. And so after that had happened, though, he told them, what had happened and all, and they were happy. So they were just absolutely happy as could be that he had lost his child. And it really, really upset him, and it hurt him really bad. More than anybody ever knew, it hurt him so bad. And so then, all of a sudden, about 5 years later, his cousin says she's going to have a baby. Everybody's so happy, and I mean, just treated the cousins like it was just the best thing ever. And he didn't understand that. And then another 5 years go by, and the cousin's going to have another baby. And so he told his mama that it kind of upset him that, people were happy that he had lost his baby, but then they were so happy that his cousin had a baby and then had one on the way. He said he told her he just didn't understand. And she starts telling him everybody hated this girl. They knew she was no good and all of this. And the thing is, this girl, up until she lost the baby, she was like the perfect match for him. And she absolutely 100%, she went crazy. There's no other way to put it. She went crazy. And it's like she was just out of her mind, and it drove them apart. She ran off and cheated on him after that because he told her he wasn't ready to try again yet, that he was still in mourning. And she ran off and cheated on him to try to get pregnant. She was just, that was her answer to losing the baby, was she had to get pregnant again as fast as possible. And he just couldn't handle it, and it ultimately broke him up. It drove him apart. And so I don't understand how anyone could be happy that this guy who has always been, I mean, he's a great person. He takes care of his whole family as much as he can. He does everything he can. He works as hard as he can. And he doesn't get shit for it. He does it because it's the right thing to do. And yet his family sits there and basically tells him that he's not good enough to have a child of his own. I will never understand that. I just do not understand it. Okay. So that needs to be that way, and then this guy, yeah. Okay. Now go. So, anyway, the, when he asked his mom about it, she told him what, she told him, oh, he didn't need no kid and all of this with that girl and all, but his other people in his family had told him he didn't need a kid. And to this day, his family treats him like he is still a kid. And this man is not a kid by any means. And it's just, to me, it is so weird how some people in the same family are treated so differently. I will never understand it. It's just like a completely different thing. I cannot fathom why anybody treats one person so differently than the rest of the family. I don't know. I don't get it. I've never understood it. And I'll tell y'all, this guy is extremely smart. In school, he tested at genius level. He's extremely smart about everything he does. If he doesn't know how to do something, he'll tell him, and he won't try to do it. And if not, he will figure out how it's done, and he will get it done. He won't mess with the car because he said that that's not something that he knows how to do, and he don't want to mess up a car. And he said he's never attempted to mess with one or anything. But, besides that, there's pretty much nothing he can't do. And he gets all kind of shit from his family just constantly. I just do not understand it. I don't understand it at all. Why some people are treated so differently, and like same family, but one of them's treated completely different and accepted as who they are and as an adult, and the other one is completely just treated like they're never going to be treated like an adult. Nobody ever wants to give them the benefit of the doubt or anything. I have never been able to figure that out, and I don't see that I will be able to figure it out, to be honest with you. But anyway, that's the story of it. And the reason I was telling you about it is he was telling me about it tonight, and he said he was telling me how much it hurt, and if he says anything about it hurting his feelings or anything. They treat him like he's just stupid, or they make it all about themselves, and I don't know. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. And the thing is, I mean, he loves his family very much, and they all like, oh, they love him very much and all, but it's still like the entire family treats him like he is nothing but a kid, and they don't cut him no breaks at all. It doesn't matter what's going on, anything. They don't cut him a break for anything. But it makes no sense to me why somebody is treated that way. And it's like, you can be the most responsible, the best person in the world, and some people, they just never ever get ahead. No matter what they do, they're never good enough in some ways for other people. I will never understand that. Why can't people accept people for who they are, accept them as they are? And I mean, there's nothing that this guy can't do. And that's what upsets me about it, is that they 100% treat him like basically like that he's just not good enough. And can you imagine going through your life feeling that way? Like you are just not good enough and you will never be good enough. And no matter what you do, it's not good enough. I mean, can you really imagine feeling that way? All right, this is our last delivery. It does usually take us about 30 minutes to do this, and we're right here at 30 minutes. I was driving a little bit slower today. I didn't want to lose control, and we're in third person instead, and I'm trying to see a little bit better. Still not sure with that story. You know, I'm not sure what the heck is going on in his family's heads. You know, all right, we are almost done. This truck seat is hurting my butt. I gotta get out of it. Yeah, I guess the point is, I don't understand why some people are treated like that. And no matter what you do, you're always treated like you're not good enough, or that you can't take care of yourself, or you're dumb. And the thing is, this dude takes care of his family. It's just, I don't know. I thought maybe it would take his attention away from his family, but I don't think that's it. Maybe some of them, but I don't think that is it overall. right. Shortcut. So, story time over. I think when we're doing these missions like this, I might start telling different stories about things and talking about things. You know, it's therapeutic. Absolutely therapeutic sometimes. You know, maybe we'll just go ahead and keep that view. Get home and get paid. Gonna be 3:30, and let's see. We got the new. Basically, we got a completely new layout on our farm. We got a new house. We're working on getting that shed built. We're going to go to some other places and have some sheds put up and stuff. And that's part of the goal going forward is even if we delete or like remove a shed or something, sell it or whatever after the fact, basically we want to try to have a buildable done in the season. So I don't think we'll get it done this season. We might. I'm not sure. But we will see. By the way, I have got to go ahead to travel these roads with my harvester and take out any trees that are in the way. They said I can have the trees since I'm cutting the road through free of charge for them. So that was the deal, was I get the wood since I have the sawmills anyway. I own the sawmills. So and home again, home again. There we go. Now there's one or two things over here we might actually want to move. So I need to go look into that. At 3:26, let's go ahead and just take whatever we've got in here. Now I saw that there was a facility that used wood chips to make construction products. We might put that in, and you can make planks and boards and stuff. Just wood chips. It doesn't accept wood, just wood chips. So while I'm here, I want to check out something right quick as well. Number one, let's go check this. Oh my gosh. 101 horsepower. That thing. Look at her. 80 horsepower, 101. Oh man, 80 horsepower. Just 80 as it is. Bill weights. Hmm. The wide tires too. Oh man. I don't think it's got the wheel weights in it, but that one does. That one would work. Cab. I don't like that. Front weight. Yeah. And I don't want a front loader attachment. I mean, that's already quite a bit extra money. Might as well get it though, and we'll set that thing up on the barn or something. Man, that thing's beautiful. $30,000 though. Let's see what our tires can do. If how much are the different tire combinations? So I like wide tires, but standard 2 gives you a good front tire. The wheel weights, I like that. Wheel weights 2 is the better one though. I really want the wide tires though. I think that's the way I'm going to go. It's even more expensive that way, but I think that's the way we're going to go with it. I've always wanted one of these. Hire purchase, we're going to just choose 10 years and we'll put 1,000 down on it. It's fine. You know what? No, just don't do that. Just buy it outright. Do I have anything under hire purchase I can get rid of actually? I wanted to check something else before we go on to the next thing. And that is going to be in the belt systems. It's this thing right here, the forage pickup. And if you look here, yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. That will actually pick up your manure. So that's good. Now that we know that, that's going to be awesome. I didn't see how much money that gave me, but okay. So we can actually put another truck under here. I just don't know what we would put under here, though. To be honest with you, didn't mean to do that. I meant to park him. And go ahead and do that. All right. Well, we're going to park him. This guy is okay. Here we go. Now we're talking. I am now driving in style, baby. I feel like I'm in a Rolls Royce right now. Hey, babies, how you like my ride? Hello, doggy. Okay. Repair him for $302 and repaint. We'll do that later. Oh man, I'm so happy with that. We can put him up there, maybe. All right. So we're about 41 minutes in. Let's go ahead and start trying to get this done. The reason that I'm not doing this as much is I use two joysticks to do these things, and I have a neck and back problem. It's from picking my aunt up where I take care of her, and literally it hurts me really bad to pick her up and to pick up her oxygen tank, and then trying to do this if I don't set perfectly up straight, which I don't always remember to, and my elbows are not down by my sides a little bit, it absolutely kills my back. I feel like I get a knot right in the very center of my back, right at the bottom of my upper back, in between my shoulder blades. And I've actually got to go to physical therapy for it, and the doctor said 100% I needed physical therapy. That, and I've got a problem with my leg that is getting worse every time I pick her up, and it's like it kind of goes away sometimes, but I've twisted my leg a little bit trying to pick her up, and it caused a lot of problems. So it's like my leg stiffens up and I cannot bend it to sit down or to pick my knee up. It's really strange. So I think if I had these down by my side, it would actually be better. I don't know, honestly. They're kind of off to the side of my wheelbase, my steering wheel base, and I've got to sit up really close to be able to use them, especially the left one. I mean, it feels so good in your hand, though. Let's go ahead and just take all of them that we can. Didn't even see this guy sitting here. How did we not see him? Hopefully we'll get most of this done today. We've still got 2 days in November, and then we've got 4 days in December. And I don't know what all we'll do. I'm going to try. If there's snow on the ground, we can't do anything really, but maybe plow the roads or something, or snow blow the roads for other people. Besides that, though, I don't really know anything else to do. I don't know if there's... I saw something about harvesting snow for some reason, but I don't know why you would. I wonder if there is some sort of extra leg on this thing. I don't think there is, but okay. It's all about this. There's not an extra support leg or anything apparently. Oh my goodness, it is 5:43 in the morning. trying to get to the end so that I don't have extra things to go past me, or I don't have to go back with the chainsaw. Right. I'll grab that in a minute. Let's go up here. Really weird why it grabs some and it won't grab the others. I love doing this, but as long as it's not hurting me. It is very therapeutic, though, to do the forestry work. For me, anyway. Just it hurts my back so bad with my current setup. You know, it never hurt me before. It really stinks. Well, we are getting there, but we've got a little more to do still, and we'll look and see how much we think it is. But so yeah, it's turning me around the wrong way. Okay. Well, we've got that side to do. Let's continue to back up. think we might can finish it, or we could finish it next time. I think it's another job to do. I think what we're going to do is jump on out, and we're going to go through and maybe go grab one of our trucks and come up here and pick up a load at least. So let's go back here. Let's pick up the long one, and we'll just pick up as much as we can. Hope that this thing actually works. Alright, collection mode, it does show up now, so apparently it's okay. I don't know what was going on with it. It did not want to work before. That is just so strange. Alright. We need to have 3 piles of 6.5. Okay. Alright, so while we're doing this, the way that you want to do this is you want to set still. You want to be still, turn it on, turn it off before you move. Otherwise, it will start moving stuff in a weird manner. And you want to lock it down as you do it. So we're going to actually get up closer to these. Okay. We actually had some more back here, but we could have picked up, I think. Right there. Alright, it took it. I don't know why it does that. I just want to get these here out of this grass if I can. Alright. Okay. That's going to be it. We're going to go ahead and we're going to have to remaneuver this. Hold on. Okay. We will make a delivery of this. I'm going to get the smaller truck, even though it's going to take a lot more to do it. I'm still going to get the smaller truck to do this. So, oh boy, can we do it? Can we do it? We've done it. All right. The reason I say the smaller truck is that it's set up to where it can grab those without it messing them up. So you can use the other auto loading. It works fine. All right. That was a lot, but it's not nearly enough. Oh, man. I kind of wish we'd have just drug all the trees out one by one like we had been doing. You know, I think it would be better. All right. So it is getting to be about 4 o'clock. We are at our time limit for today. So I'm going to say thank you for being here. And next time we'll pick up the rest of what we've already got down there. We'll deliver them out and we'll see how we can go. But that's going to be it for today. Thank you very much for being here. I'll see you next time. Next time we'll probably be finishing up November 2nd. We'll see how it goes, but I'll see you in the next one.